in the studio with Natty to chat about his new album. How have you been?
I've been very good. How have you been?
Good, thank you.
Good.
So it's been quite a while since you released like a full studio album.
That's right.
What can we expect from this one that we didn't hear on like the last one and on the mixtapes in between?
New songs for start.
Yeah,
And
that'd be good.
Yes, new songs. One or two songs that maybe got released on the EP. Just one or two.
Which one? Out of Fire or Change?
Things I've done. We're probably gonna release that song on the album.
Okay.
And Change. We have cut a version of Change. I don't know if it's gonna make. It's a really good version, but because so many people know that song, I don't know if we're gonna put it on just yet. But new songs.
What about Around Here? I like that song.
Yeah, that's cool for the mixtape.
Yeah, it's true.
You know, and it's like you got to keep moving. I can't.
Yeah.
Keep rehashing. You know.
Yeah.
And yeah, got an amazing band, and so you're gonna hear music that is played at an amazing caliber of playing.
Good.
And yeah, music from the soul food. I feel very proud of the album that we are making.
You gotta like what you're releasing.
You gotta like what you're releasing,
yeah.
And there's gotta be no compromise in what you're releasing. And sometimes you can make compromises when there's a lot of people involved in a project.
Yeah.
But on this one, there's been no compromises.
How have you had many producers, or like, is it a lot about just you and the people who are really part of the album?
Yeah. It's mainly just about me and the musicians.
Yeah.
And we've had a couple outside influence, but not really.
You had quite a lot of artists feature on the mixtapes. Like almost every track on the mixtapes had other people featuring on them.
No.
Loads of them did.
4?
Yeah.
Out of 9.
Which is like, if you look at the first album, not a single track.
Oh yeah, I don't
had anyone featuring.
Yeah, and there won't be none. There might be one. In fact, no. Let me tell a lie. I'm making this album with my band.
Yeah.
And they all sing. And my bass player. Let me not say my bass player because then it.
Sounds
Jamel.
like property, but yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like property,
Yeah.
and then we don't deal with them type things
No.
there. So Jamel, who plays bass,
yeah,
he's got a verse on one of the songs.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, which is cool.
That's different.
Yeah.
That's good.
So, but we don't go for like, oh, what name can we put on the album? No. And if
Yeah.
something comes out from now until then where the feature works and it's right, cool. But I'm not out looking for it, and I'm not on the scene, and I'm not trying to get the next feature to get a radio. So
because you did it quite different from a lot of other artists. A lot of artists start with the mixtapes, build up this sort of like legion of fans, and then come out with this like a big album. But you kind of did the opposite. You started with a really, really good big album that like anyone who heard it, it's always stuck with them, even if they haven't then followed you on. They've always kept with that album. And then you went on to do the 2 really like quite low key mixtapes. How do you think? Do you feel like there's more pressure with the second album because of the years that you sort of took out and then kept these really personal fans with you, or?
You know what? Every situation and everything that you do, you have to work with what you got and what's around you, and you work with. Like me, I love making music. Must I stop making music because my record label were not going to put in the right amount of funds for me to go and make my next album? No, I'm going to keep making music in a slightly different way, whether it's in my own bedroom, and then keep putting it out.
Yeah.
And if the people respond to it, then great. And yeah, thankfully I'm in a situation now where we can make an album.
Yeah. Is that because of the mixtapes?
Partly because of the mixtapes, and partly because of where the mixtapes have taken me to the point where it's like, all right, cool. We're in a situation now where we can be a lot more self-sufficient than we used to be.
Yeah.
Because of the mixtapes, and the mixtapes have kept me on the road.
Because you've been touring.
Yeah, I always tour.
Yeah.
And we're always going to get booked gigs because.
And the music industry, that like except for the really big artists, the money is in the touring. Even for the really big artists, the money's in the touring. Or like the way that you keep yourself going is in the touring. Because one of the best things to do is releasing mixtapes because they're free downloads and they keep people interested, keep people coming to the gigs.
Yeah. And also that means that I can keep releasing music because I don't really want to be releasing an album every 5 years.
No.
It's kind of long, especially for the amount of songs that I write.
Yeah.
But I also need to surround myself with people that trust in the music that I'm making. But a lot of people second guess what other people are trying to do. And the music industry in this country specifically is a little bit different from a lot of other countries in terms of a lot of people follow what has just happened. A lot of follow fashion things. So
yeah, there are a lot more trends in
a lot more
country.
trends. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And so if you don't fit into a trend, sometimes major corporations don't have a clue what to do with you.
Like one day the music scene can be on one street, and the next day it will be on like another street in Hackney somewhere.
Yeah.
Like it will change from one crowd of people to the next in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like me, literally, I just write songs, and there might be a tune that come out where it's like, oh, you know what, this one's kind of vibes in. I might rap a little something on this one. Cool. This one sounds like more like a mixtape song.
Yeah.
This one sounds like something like, you know what, let me just get my bridge into spitting. All right, cool. Let me cut something, put it in there. Cool. Mess around with it. All right, cool. This feels like a mixtape song.
Yeah.
Then I write another song, and I'm like, rah, this is from my soul, man. And I really feel this one. And I read it on the guitar. The band are feeling into it. This feels like an album song.
Yeah.
And so the songs just fall into the...
So the whole time you've been doing the mixtapes, have you been banking songs for the album on the side?
I had about 40 something. Nah, maybe not that many. Maybe
40? Maybe
30. Initially, when I sat down with this album, I had 30 songs. Where I was like, how am I going to do this? Because
And you're still writing? Right now? Or are you recording more?
I'm recording.
Tweaking?
I'm recording and tweaking and adding little bits and pieces.
When will it maybe be out? Do you know?
Well, we're nearly done recording it. Because I've taken them 30 songs. From them 30 songs, I put the 30 songs down to 20 songs. Yeah. The 20 songs then got whittled down to 18 songs. Now we're on 15 songs. Yeah, we're around 15 songs. And then from that 15 will come the 12.
Yeah. 12 is a nice, like, even number.
Yep. For some reason, 12 is the magic number.
12 wasn't Man Like I 12.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. It kind of also, you kind of get the first half, the first 6, which if it's sequenced right, they'll tell one sort of half of the story and then you go the other way.
Exactly.
Background to start.
Exactly.
That's what Man Like I felt like.
Yeah, and then, you know, we spent a lot of time sequencing that album.
Yeah.
And a lot of time sequencing that album actually, because you got to get it right.
Yeah.
And even with these songs that we're doing now, again, different styles of writing have gone into it, just like Man Like I.
Mm.
But when you get the same crew playing it and the same people, like, right, we all it feels like an album. And when you get the right sequence as well, even more so it feels like an album. So it's got to feel like an album.
It's almost like, because of the way you're writing it with your band and with a select few of people all together, and you're
recording it.
Yeah.
I normally write it.
Do you write it just yourself? Or?
Normally, yeah.
Okay.
Normally it would be just out of my thoughts in my bedroom.
And then do they bring their own instruments and like bring their own lines into it themselves?
Yeah.
Ah, so you must get like really, really different songs, like different genres for each. Not genres, but different sounds kind of for everything.
Yeah, we can get a whole heap of things and just mix it all up.
Because I heard one of your really early, I don't know if it was an album or what, but it sounded like experimental jazz. It was
could have been.
It didn't sound like Man Like I. It was so different.
It could have been. I mean, I don't believe in boundaries. I just believe in music, and a lot of the time people want to ask questions.
Yeah.
So what are you, man? Are you like a reggae artist, or are you like a this artist, or what? And it's like, well, so far, people just think I'm quite a good artist. No, I would just say, so far people would say, oh, I'm quite a good artist, or I'm this type of artist. But they won't not play my CD because they need to be playing a real reggae CD or a rock CD.
I read like a review.
Just it is what it is.
Yeah. I read a review that like really riled me. It was like, it decided to start off by pigeonholing you as reggae and then sort of slandering you because you weren't the right kind of reggae. And it was like, well, you never said you were a reggae, in the first place. So you were the one who pinpointed him as a reggae and then went down and tore it all down because you didn't think it was Marley enough or whatever. Like, literally, that's what they said. And I was just like, just review the music. Don't, like, put it in a pigeonhole and then try and, like, see how well it fits that.
You know, I don't know any... You know, I've never read one review. But the only review
like that one.
But the only review that I've ever heard about is the same one that you're talking about.
Really?
Because when I was in Summer Jam in Germany, the reporter who wrote that email come up to me and spoke to me. Wrote that
article.
Review article. And he come up to me to apologise about an article that he'd written about me. Yeah. And that it was his first...
Ever.
It was one of his first... He was just starting up. And one of the things in... Again, probably more so in the British music industry than anything else, is that the way you earn your stripes is by writing a real cynical something, because for some reason this country loves cynicism, which is not true.
No.
But that's what, you know, a lot of people maybe are enemy.
If you don't
and
have
things
anything
like that.
nice to say, then don't say it. Or if you say something constructive, if it's not, if you don't want to be like all roses about something, then say something constructive.
No, I definitely was not reggae enough for him, who was like a massive reggae fan and thought maybe I was doing something against reggae by doing that. But we don't really believe in boundaries and stuff here. We, like, for me, Rastafari is very, very, he's in everything that I do. But does that mean that I have to make reggae music? Even though, yes, it is maybe it's been dubbed the king's music by certain people.
Yeah.
But I just have to make music whatever I feel.
Yeah.
I love, you know, I like Bob Dylan. I like Pink Floyd. Not every reggae artist does, you know?
No.
And, you know, I like Fela Kuti and I like Umu Sangari. Not every indie artist does, you know? So it's like, you just got to mix them up, blend them together, and stay true to who you are, which is always what I'm going to do. I was speaking about this the other day, actually, just to go off sidetrack. It's nice. I'll tell you what, man, I've got some of the best fans in the world, but I don't even call them fans. Let me just say I've got some of the best friends in the world.
Yeah.
Because it's nice. None of them is like, oh my God.
No.
If they are like that, when I say hello to them,
they realise that's not,
they realise it's not that time.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, cool, you know what? I'm not going to stand outside his dressing room and hope that he can see me and whatever, blah, blah, blah. It's not that time of day, and they know what time it is, and they just come here for good music. We make some music together, you know, because it's you know, I still get energy from them and I give it back to them, and it's just that I and I thing, and it's just blessed. So yeah, man, I've got some of the best people in the world that pay tickets to come and see me play. It's great.
They're good, because I asked some of them for some questions, and I've got like a couple of them.
Okay.
Can I ask you them?
Yes.
Okay, so first one came from Lucy, and she says, has making the second album been as exciting as making the first?
I've got to say it's been more exciting.
More?
More.
Because of the years out in between?
We built this studio ourselves with our bare hands. Like me, guitarist and engineer. Me, Bear and Phil.
It's really cosy.
It's cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
But before this was just an empty shell. And even all the partitions, everything. We built everything ourselves.
Really good.
Yeah.
So it's not just an album, it's like a new life kind of thing.
Basically, yeah. Not many artists will build the whole studio from ground up.
I don't think so.
That they record in.
No.
Yeah, man, even these things. Cutting off these are all the sound
I'm sure
tracks.
these aren't for leaning on, so.
No, but you can lean on them. It's cool. It's stable. We
They're
built
really comfy.
Yeah, we built them.
Yeah.
All these ones was all my responsibility. Putting all these things together, but for sound absorption. But
Always going to haberdashery?
yeah, but we don't know. We didn't buy nothing. I'm not gonna get people to do it and stuff like that. We can do it ourselves.
And probably part of like the kind of makes you feel a bit more like the studio is part of the album and everything's part of everything, because you've started it from the ground,
ground up. And you know, I don't have manager and A&R person coming in every night telling me certain blah 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 blah. We've just locked the door, and I suppose I've got more power or control now of my own destiny. Because
so this one's better.
Yeah,
Second album's better.
But not better, because you can never say better.
More exciting.
Yeah, I feel more. Yeah, like I'm
keen on it and like.
Yeah.
And then Charlie says, if you could, who would you love to write for and why?
Write for?
Yes, which is kind of like the production thing we're talking about.
Yeah, I guess so.
I guess dead or alive, or current or old. Anyone?
Oh, wow, that's a good question.
I'm bound to say someone I don't know, and it's going to be really awkward, but...
I'd like to write for a female singer, just to stretch myself. But write for?
Yeah.
Can I say write with or write for? Because write for, I've never written a song for someone.
Okay, well you could write with, because...
Nina Simone.
Yeah. That's good choice. Female singer, there aren't any others.
Because I know that she kind of dabble a bit in other people's songs.
Yeah.
I couldn't give a song to like Bob Marley or Bob Dylan or something like that. Do you know what I'm saying?
That'd be a bit crazy.
Be off key. And Jimi Hendrix, no.
Yeah.
You know? Nina Simone.
But writing with as well, that would be better.
Yeah, writing with, I'd probably just I'd say Jimi Hendrix. Or something like that. Just to be in a room with him and have him do something and we go somewhere crazy, that'd be heavy.
Yeah.
But yeah, writing.
So Jimi Hendrix or Nina Simone.
Yeah.
Oh, good facts. And Lily says, how much influence does your Rastafarian culture have on your music?
Yeah, quite a big influence.
Yeah, you kind of mentioned it.
Yeah, it has a big influence on what I write about. So,
Yeah.
And I wouldn't say it's a culture, I'd say it's more a way of life. So, when you have a way of life that is based on, there's two emotions in the planet, love and fear. When you have like a way of life that's based around love, which is like Rastafari way of life, then it's just gonna come through. And so you end up writing songs that kind of maybe don't make people think, "Wow, that's dark," or whatever, or what's he mean? Which is still good, and there's still a place for that.
But
But so it just makes people maybe smile or something.
Yeah, and we'll go to the last one, which is from Jessie, and she says, what's been the greatest moment of your career so far?
Probably building my own studio and recording in it.
Yeah.
Like, word, I haven't really built much in life because I live in London.
It's
and
true.
so, like, when you live in London, you grow up in London, you pay for stuff.
Yeah.
You don't really build stuff. And especially if you grow up in a single parent family where it's your mother there and you ain't got, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you don't build stuff, you pay for stuff or you rob stuff. And that's pretty much how it is growing up in London. So when you build something and you're recording it, but maybe I'm just saying that because, you know, there's been great things like touring.
Yeah, performances. Have you had any like really
You know what?
amazing...
Going to Sudan was one of the greatest.
Ah.
Because we were like the first band to play there in 30 years.
Really? Band ever? Or like not Sudanese band?
We were the first...
Because they must have bands in their own country.
Yeah, no, of course. But because it's been under Sharia law.
Yeah.
So it's like any band which isn't sanctioned by Muslims, i.e. they're not singing about Allah.
Yeah.
If you see what I'm saying. Or within that language. So we was like the first band since the Wailers in 1979. Or something like, some madness like that. Yeah, some craziness like that. Or first reggae band or...
It's like the Berlin Wall.
Something like that. Yeah, and we played, and the brother was telling me that he posted 10 friends on Facebook and printed up 100 flyers. And then, there were like 4,000 people come down. It was crazy. So that was pretty special.
Yeah. But this is more like, building the studio is more like a long-standing thing that you can every day when you're working in it, that kind of brings a good...
It brings forth fruits of good, you know?
Whereas the other one's kind of like a high to remember. That was like...
Exactly. Yeah. So there's been the odd gigs, you know?
Yeah.
Jules Holland was a nice highlight.
Yeah.
Them things there from earlier, you know? Even getting signed was a nice highlight, you know?
Yeah.
Because the way I got signed was quite dramatical as well.
What happened there?
They flew me out to New York and stuff to sign me out there. And, well, prior to that, the manager walked into my dressing room at a gig I'd just done.
Yeah.
Or let me say the MD of Atlantic Records walked into the dressing room I'd just done. Gave me this massive speech about the history of Atlantic Records with Led Zeppelin and Ray Charles, blah, 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 and then presented me with the contract. I was like, yeah.
Okay.
This is all right.
Let's go with it.
Yeah, why not? So that was pretty deep. I remember that like it was yesterday. I've had some good moments, man.
Yeah.
I just give thanks for the fact that I can make music and people are into the music that comes via us, and I can feed my family because of it. So I give thanks.
That's always positive. Something good to take from it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a nice place to end. The album will be out
May next year.
May 2013, which doesn't roll off the tongue like 2012.
I know.
Thank you so much for letting me chat to you. It was really nice.
Alright. Cool.
Thanks.
Thank you.